Welcome to the World Smith of Chicago, Illinois, nonprofit home video and artworks creations. In this particular video, we will be looking at the Chinese satellite image of Comet Ison'S Pyramid 7 form that's surrounded by a ball of the holy hydrogen light of creation, as it is seen moving through outer space, the black regions of outer space. We see two huge circular motherships orbiting the Pyramid 7 form of Comet Ison'S that can now be connected to the biblical cube in the sun of New Jerusalem. This is the Babylonian stele pyramid civilizations of Ham, Dome of the Rock, Outer Wall, Stone Rectangular, Winter Frame, E, stele pyramid area, section area. Now when we look at the cube of New Jerusalem, which is connected to the stele pyramid globe earth Mercator projections of the book of Psalms, 105th chapter and 23rd verse, Islamic Aramaic Dead Sea Scroll speaking 12 sons of Jacob, that left Iraq's Babylonian stele pyramid civilizations of Ham as they crossed the Euphrates River. We see the Genesis 49:8, fourth son of Jacob, as the biblical African couching lion sphinx of ancient Giza, Gaza, Palestine, Ethiopia, and Jerusalem. He entered into North Africa, bringing the Babylonian stele pyramids into Saqqara. This is why we now see the Dome of the Rock, Outer Wall, Stone Rectangular window frames, globe earth stele pyramid Mercator projections of the 12 sons of Jacob. Now, when we identify the aerial view Giza pyramids as seen from a helicopter, we see 1, 2, 3 group in the pyramid square basis. This is where we see the globe earth 1, 2, 3 group in the pyramid square outer space corners, as it relates to the octagonal equatorial globe earth rectangular King's Chamber dimensions. Is the globe 2121 image. This is when we look at the earth in the North Pole concentrically viewed map image. That's the image when you place the earth at your feet and look straight down upon it like a basketball. You see spokes in the bicycle wheel emerging from the top of the basketball down to the equatorial perimeter. This is the Dome of the Rock octagonal wall area. When we look at this alien in Comet Ison'S Pyramid 7 form up close image that's taken by the Chinese satellite imagery, we see it has eyes, and then we see the Dome of the Rock, Outer Wall, Stone Rectangular window frame stele pyramid E section area. Now, when we talk about the pyramid of master masonry, we see the double Masonic square on the blank sheet of paper, a square, and then you turn one sideways. Now, when you superimpose the sideways orientated Masonic square upon the normal horizontal square, you see the intersecting lines generate the Dome of the Rock octagonal wall area. This uncovers the Giza pyramid of Isaiah 19:19 in the 400-year-old mistranslated King James Bible architectural origin of the Jerusalem Temple Mount. When we look at the Dome of the Rock Outer Wall up close image, we see the stone rectangular window frames on the first level, 8 walls and 4 doors. The dual Masonic squares is appearing as double X's. Okay, that's like if you draw an X on a blank sheet of paper. Now you have to put a square in each area line of the X. So you have 4 squares. Okay, so this is the image we see flanking the entrance door of the Jerusalem Temple Mount in the Middle East, called the Dome of the Rock. This is where we rediscover the black African lion sphinx of ancient Giza, Gaza, Palestine, Ethiopia, and Jerusalem, Dome of the Rock, Outer Wall, Stone Rectangular window frames, globe earth Mercator projections. Now these 4 X's appears on the left side of the Dome of the Rock Outer Wall entrance, flanking this door. And when you connect the X lines, you get an inverted pyramid-shaped UFO interlocking with Comet Ison'S. With the cube of Nibiru. That's the cube of New Jerusalem. However, this is where we see modern astronomical events in our solar system being portrayed within the African lion sphinx of ancient Judaism of Giza, Gaza, Palestine, Ethiopia, and Jerusalem, Dome of the Rock, Outer Wall, Stone Rectangular window frame area. Now when we look at this, we see that this pyramid interlocks with a cube. So this is why the pyramid appears on the back of the American dollar bill. It exposes the Caucasian Masons of Daniel 8:12 Greek and Roman conquest over the biblical Holy Land areas of Giza, Gaza, Palestine, Ethiopia, and Jerusalem. So this is why when we go to Africa and stand in front of the second pyramid of Khufu and look straight up at 12 o'clock noon, the sun is directly over the pyramid. If you get in a spaceship and fly directly above the pyramid into outer space, you'll see that the sun is shining 93 million miles away across the black outer reaches of space, which is 1 John 1:1, 15 billion year old sunstone that existed in the black outer regions of space before it created the 5 billion year old world. And it returns in the cube crystal city structure of New Jerusalem, crystallography, projected 101 atomic planes. So this uncovers the solar theology of the book of Genesis 49:8. Black African couching lion thinks of ancient Giza, Gaza, Palestine, Ethiopia, and Jerusalem. Now when we try to solve the issue of the Masonic cube in the sun, we see that the Chinese satellite image Pyramid 7 form unlocks the Dome of the Rock outer wall stone rectangular window frame Stealth Pyramid E section area. When we fly to Lalibela in Ethiopia, look straight down upon the solid cross-shaped building structure that was carved out of solid bedrock, we see that the area that was left formed the square. The square is so deep that if you jump down in it, once you reach the bottom and look up, you're looking up from the book of Revelation 21:18 in the 400-year-old mistranslated King James Bible that's read all around the world. We see the cubic dimensions of New Jerusalem, but when we take a close-up of a helicopter hovering over a Lalibela cross-shaped building structure in Ethiopia, a solid cross-shaped building structure representing the 12 sons of Jacob of Psalms 105th chapter and 23rd verse, cross image of Nibiru. Now this is how we reconnect the Babylonian style pyramid civilizations of Ham, that's the black African normal-headed Adamic race in Iraq and Babylon area. This uncovers the book of Genesis 2:7 normal-headed human race, and Genesis 1:26 elongated-headed African Adamic race. We no longer see black people in Egypt or black pharaohs with long watermelon-shaped heads, because they exist upon the cube in the sun. And this is the pyramid form of Comet Ison'S, in which I displayed on my video. So the Chinese satellite imagery